Is everything all right?
Yes. Your ovaries and uterus are looking healthy. When was your last period?
A week ago.
That's good. I'm going to inject you with gonadotropin and FSH to help with ovulation. If that works, you'll be ready to start the program next week.
This is a really powerful piece. Right from the get-go, we got some insight into what world we were in, and that mystery and that intensity just built fully. So we could try to uncover what's going on and why did she get to this place. I love that we were thrust, bam, right into the action. And I felt very viscerally for her. I feel like they had great, very close-up establishing shots with her, and it really made me align with the character as well. I also like that tension underneath of, is she gonna make it out of this? Can this guy be trusted? How will this end? And it really kept me on the edge of my seat, rooting for her. I thought the premise was really brilliant and really well executed, not overblown, not precious, but it went to some really deep levels of autonomy over one's body, of trying to find progress in a world that is decaying, and who can we trust outside of gender norms? Can we only trust ourselves? I thought this was really well executed, and the performances were stunning.
One thing that I was absolutely thrilled about that this short film didn't do was ending up making Jack an antagonist. I think that really would have been a quite predictable twist. Instead, he's made as this beacon of decency in a world that has completely lost its way due to a virus that has almost entirely eviscerated the female population. It was great to actually see him be this meaningful savior, and we see how our lovely female protagonist, strong and um, strong and independent and just with a wonderful spirit, gets to also in many ways save him emotionally.
It's very cool to see like a dystopian sci-fi like this happening, amidst just the regular looking modern day, and even though he says at one point, it's like there might be drones. That's not far-fetched. We have drones now. Drones are a happening thing. So all this is seems very plausible. There's been some sort of plague and yeah, so you really love the leads in this. You really want them to win, and it's a really nice ending. I really like the ending a lot. Yeah, just the final dialogue, when she asks what's your daughter's name, and you get the feeling that everything's going to be okay. It was really nice. Yeah, so all the actors did a great job. The soldiers and everybody involved. The two leads were just very, very lovable, and you really wanted. Yeah, you were really pulling for them. So it was a nice script. It was nicely directed, wonderfully shot, great use of scenery.
It had me emotionally invested. I was like feeling it. It was gripping. It was very like engrossing. That scene in the car when the bad guys looking in the trunk, it gives Inglorious Bastards as far as like suspense, classic like bad guys hunting. You gotta hide, gotta blend. I think speaks to good writing and good directing and good acting, as far as like building that tension and making me believe it and feel it. Yeah, it was executed really well.
It's just not about drama. There's like a thriller, suspense mood in this short too. It started from like a girl in the surgery room, which seems like she tried to try to get aborted, but she just changed her mind. She runs away, and she runs into like a guy who rescued her, and is dealing with like the experience like from that moment, from her perspective, and we get to see like how she could run away from that too. And this is well done. It's like well dramatized. It's not like too extreme, but not too light-hearted as well. And they kind of like maintain like the suspense moved pretty well through the performances, through the editing, through the storytelling strategy. So this is a good shot, well produced, good settings, like real locations, kind of like heighten like the tension of the story.
I was unsure whether the lead character would make it safely home. I enjoyed the performances of the cast. Very convincing acting, notably Katie, who showed such courage. The performance of the rescuer, a character showing profound loss, was excellent too. I loved the camera work of the gorgeous countryside and the touching vocals throughout the film. I would love to see more of this story in a feature.